Welcome back to RaBBois. I'm Tzvi, joined my brother. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I?
I'm trying to see it, but yeah, continue.
Wait, there's a whole. Okay, there isn't this time. Joined with my brother. Yitz. Excuse if my hair's a little frizzy today. I blow dried instead of towel drying and that looks more frizzy. That and the thinning. You were 15 minutes late today.
I'm a very busy guy.
Yeah, but like when I have something planned out, I want it to I had everything set up. I was waiting downstairs. Where's Yitz? Nowhere to be found. I'm sorry. I'm very hyperactive right now.
People wait for me. I'm actually sorry. I was trying to find Donald Trump's mugshot. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's
Politics.
fine. No, it's fine. Where did it come out yet?
No.
I saw an AI image of one, and it looked real, and it went viral for 2 hours. Everyone thought it was real. That picture probably will be the biggest. It will be the biggest thing for the next few weeks. Probably someone's probably gonna make it an album cover.
Give me a T-shirt. For sure.
It'll be T-shirts. Honestly, right now, I should stop this right now. Wait for the mugshot. In the middle of this, you should look at. You should search it to see if it came out.
No, he apparently said 7:30, and that's what time it is now. Because I was late. You're welcome. So now we can do it during it. I was late because I have a freaking family, and I had responsibilities beyond this. I know this is really, really, really important, but some things I don't know if you can imagine this are a little bit higher up there.
So. Before this, I chugged a coffee because I woke up a little late today. So that
Like 5 minutes ago?
No, it's 7:37 p.m. I did not wake up at 6:30. That is, I would never do that. That's
terrible. 5 minutes, so that'd be 7:32.
Point is, I chugged a coffee, and so I could get rattled up, and it's gonna start wearing off. During this, I'm gonna crash, and then you're gonna have to carry the rest of the show. And then after this,
and that's what the audience wants to see. Our 3 viewers from last time.
Yeah, okay. You need to calm down because. You think we just luckily got those subscribers? No, I worked hard for it.
With 0 subscribers, by the way, that is... We didn't double, we didn't even get 1.
We didn't double because I didn't make any shorts, and that's primarily how we're going to grow this time. And shorts take a lot of time. They need TLC, tender love,
care.
And I didn't have a lot of that this week. I was focusing on my own endeavors because I also have stuff that I do. Very important things that I do that many people love to see. And in one day, maybe I'll show them about this, and they'll love this also. But for now, I can't make as many of these, which is why we're only doing one of these a week. Because if not, I'm going to go into...
You might actually have to work
Yeah,
hard.
I might. Yeah, I might actually have to work hard. There's only a certain amount of time that you could, There's only a certain amount of time that you could look at a screen and be creative. At a certain time, the creativity runs out. This sounds like I'm fluffy and la 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 la, but it's true. At a certain amount of time, you're gonna run out of I'll stop editing a video in the middle because I know that I'm impatient and it will ruin the rest of the video, and I have to start the next day. So I focus doing other stuff. One of the reasons I started this is the other stuff. The other stuff I don't care about as much. But the point is, after this, let me finish. I'm on a thing right now.
I know. I'm gonna have to shut you up.
You're gonna have to shut me up. But this was something that I wanted to say because after this, I'm gonna have to cook the Friday night meal because every Friday night, Jews have a meal for it to
Sabbath meal.
Commemorate. I was gonna say it.
People know what it is.
Not everybody yet. You have to be open for everybody because not everybody knows what the Sabbath is. Okay. There's many people that don't know what it is.
Fine. You're right. People don't, but it's pretty well known.
On the 7th day of creation, the 6th day after the 6th day.
Are you going to say Christmas?
No, creation, but God created in 6 days. On the 7th day, he rested. And now we do a rest day, and we have a meal Friday night, and I have to cook it after this. And that's going to take a couple hours. And I don't know if you're going to come last second and eat all of our food, as you guys always do. You spontaneously just... Every Friday night, he'll just pop in and be like, we're actually going to eat this meal with you.
It happens sometimes.
It happens actually a
lot.
And
we let you know before, at least an hour.
You let someone else know before. You don't let the one that's cooking the food know before.
Fine. If I come, I'll bring food.
Hi. Well, what happens is
you know what?
You make one...
I'm not going to come.
Are you actually coming this week? I need to know.
No.
You're not coming this week?
See, now I dox myself.
What do you dox yourself?
I don't know how
I'm being pretty safe about this, dude.
I'm kidding.
Do you think they could track our coordinates with the R?
You know those people on Google Earth? Those Google Earth people? TikTok? It's just streamers on Twitch.
It's called it's a game, right?
Yeah, where you can show them a landmark.
I forgot what GeoGuessr, that's what it's called.
Some of them are pretty crazy.
No, there's that one guy on TikTok. Have you seen him? He literally, like, it's just like a grass field, and he's like, Jamaica. And, like, it's like within 2 miles of the area that he clicked on. I'm
we
not
are getting doxxed.
No, we're inside of a house because of this wall. Oh, by the way, that guy.
Oh, the sun is coming from this angle.
No, not even kidding. That guy, like, he should work for the FBI. He's actually crazy. He probably could look at this wood, be like, well, the origins of it.
Be developed in this area.
And then, like, we'd literally get doxxed, and one of our 5 subscribers are going to come over here, and they're going to freaking...
Hi, could I join your meal?
Yeah, exactly.
Look, I didn't make enough.
Oh my god, that's actually hilarious. No, but I have to cook this after, and it's going to take a lot of time, and it takes a lot of mental energy, so I don't know if I'm going to edit this directly after I record it.
So I apologize for being late. That was, like, a very long...
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate you for apologizing. I really appreciate that.
Well, anyways,
okay.
Trump's on his way. I just saw on Twitter.
Oh.
Or X. Sorry.
Oh.
No, it was like a few minutes ago that they say he's on his way. So he likes to take his good old time. So I don't know if it'll be done by the time we're done.
Where's he going? Like, to what? Is it like a jail?
I think it's a courthouse, but they have a holding cell with, where they put people.
You think he's going to, like, do something silly in the picture, or is he just going to have that blank, like, Trump stare?
I think he's going to smile, I think, because it's a power move, maybe.
Some people do a whole, I thought you're not supposed to, like, make emotions in it because it could be used, like, in the court of law or somehow.
Yeah, a lot of the people were smiling because they don't want to give in to, like, whatever they claim.
No, like, if I wanted a mugshot, I'd be, like, doing shit. Stuff. I'd be doing stuff.
Okay, you cursed in other episodes. I don't know what you are, like, all like... Ooh.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying very hard not to swear. And now that I'm a rabbi,
you gotta be careful.
I have to be careful, and I have to show that we're normal and good. Well, maybe by cursing, I am showing that we're normal. Is that too much, or am I wrong?
There's a whole. There's I think from what I remember.
Spit it out.
There's, I'm going to try to translate it. There's nivelpeh and novelistpeh. Those are Hebrew words. Or they might be Aramaic. I think nivelpeh is... One of them is just bad words, and one of them is bad things. You could say inappropriate things with regular words. So there are 2 issues. You could say, from a rabbi perspective, I think it's nivelpeh, just bad language. Bad language.
Oh,
and
so
then there's novelistpeh, which is talking about bad things. So there's 2 different things that you could be concerned about.
But saying...
It's not really... Is it
our swear words are English swear words, right? Like modern day English swear words. Like, is that applicable because based on the context it's considered bad?
That's a good question.
Or is it just English swear words, so it has nothing to do with what they said back then?
Like, do we go by...
It's made up. What if I said bababoosh or something like that, and in 50 years that's a swear word? Like, does it work based on context?
Oh, Jewish-wise? That's
what I'm saying.
I assume it's society... First of all, I don't know if
maybe there's like Aramaic or Jewish like swear words or some ancient swear words that we're not allowed to use. I've
never seen those.
That's how I thought of it. No, that's how I thought of it, honestly.
The truth is, I don't know if it's necessarily like against Jewish law to say words. I think it is just I can't point to you. I don't remember if there's an actual like law that says you can't say it. I think it's just in general it's better to be clean. It's just not.
No, you're right.
You're a holy figure because you're a rabbi.
No, you're right. I feel a little bad because like I got like the white shirt and freaking. Like, and yeah, it's not good to just be swearing what?
I was going to ask about that. Why? People know why you wear white shirts, but where does it stem from?
Where's it? Okay.
Like, why don't you wear, like, a blue shirt all the time? Be like, this is my Jewish attire.
Well, technically, the reason I wear it versus why I should wear are different things.
Oh, you're a brander. You're just a heavy brander.
At this point, it's literally, it might be a brand. Well, it stems from we're supposed to dress modestly, right?
Yeah.
And the style of what's considered modestly has changed throughout the years many, many times over. These guys used to wear cloaks.
Yeah, with a rope.
With the ropes, they used to look like I don't even know. Ninjas.
Everyone used to look like a savior.
I'm saying everybody looked like a savior. Literally. Everybody looked like they're coming back a second time to save the earth. Whatever. Point is...
Whoa.
Point is that, that changed throughout the years. And about, was it 80 years ago, you could say?
There was 2.
It eventually shifted to a button-down shirt.
Yeah,
not specifically white, just a button-down shirt.
For all our one Jewish audience member, yeah, white shirt is recent.
It's very
You can tell
recent.
all your teachers, that everyone used to wear colored shirts back in the day.
That's true.
In the 70s and 80s for sure.
Didn't our father? Yeah. No,
Yeah.
our father. He like when he was
Blue,
in high school.
ugly shirt.
Blue, brown button-down shirts. You still have to wear button-down shirts. And how did it turn to that? Probably just because button-down's more formal.
Yeah, I would say that people want to be respectful. They also want to fit into American society.
Mm-hmm.
I think in Europe, people, everyone just dressed modestly back then. People dressed, I guess they wanted respectfully to work. People used to, they didn't wear t-shirts. They wore even like button-down shirts to work. Even like shoemakers. So when they came to America, people, from what I think, is that people wanted to fit in with American society, which is a little more high class, especially in New York, where most people went.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to fit in, so you dress like a businessman. And that's why, so they would wear button-down shirts, and then that became like the style. That became what was appropriate.
You wanted to look just like a normal dude. I mean, many people, especially when they're coming back from freaking Nazi Germany, and, there's this whole, what's it called? The culture shock? Is that the word?
What? When you...
I'm saying, like, they're coming to America, and, they probably look a completely different way.
Well, they assimilate.
They assimilate. Yeah, that's a better word for it. And, so it switched to the button-down shirt, and then eventually, was it in the 50s? No.
What, the white?
When did it become white?
Like,
because because anyone non-Jewish that is watching this that have seen a religious person, they're usually wearing white.
Oh, I do think that there was the ultra-religious would always wear white because on the Sabbath you're supposed to dress
like Hasidic, like ultra Hasidic.
Yeah, you're supposed to dress in your fancy formal attire. So back then, even like for weddings, people used to wear people used to wear a tuxedo which always had a white shirt. I mean, that's what people wear to like a fancy event.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the Jews picked that up. Well, the Jews used to always wear, so therefore they wore white, because white, I think also to do with the Sabbath, there's a correlation with like holiness and spirituality. Like it's pure, it's white. But they'd also wear a capata, which is a big overcoat.
Yes.
So only the jackets are more recent. So that's why people in like Williamsburg will still wear that, because it's traditional, and they wear white shirts all the time because I guess they want to be, so to speak, holy the whole week. So it's a little more strict.
Where does
so it's like an extra level, but I think only like our generation wears white shirts because
I think
when we went to school, the
schools, like the main Chabad schools, that is a sect of Hasidic Judaism, Chabad,
which is a sect of religious Judaism,
which is a sect of religious Judaism,
which is a sect of Orthodox,
which is a sect of overall Judaism. Yeah, and they pretty much just randomly switched, because it used to be button down, like this regular button down, then eventually it just switched over to white shirt, and that became the thing, and everybody copied it.
I think it has to do a little bit with the fact that they want everyone to kind of wear the same uniform. That's what I think it is. That's why I always got
people were wearing all the colors you're saying, and
I think that's why I got annoyed about it when I was in school, to be like why can we wear like a button down shirt? I wear like collared shirts when I'd be home. Like, you just have to do it because it's what we do. It's our standard. It's like I don't know, people in the 80s, like you used to wear a button down blue shirt. I tell my teachers, respectfully, and now they're traumatized because they couldn't wear a brown button down shirt, and so now they hate Judaism now. Well, anyways, it took it out on us, and now we have to wear white shirts. And I think it has to do with not making other people jealous, because then you have guys who wear fancy shirts or not. There is this idea in Judaism, at least for burials, that that people should bury the dead the same way. That a richer person doesn't have a fancier garb. Basically, everyone wears the same, because back in the day, you didn't want people not respecting certain people who died because, or not to bury them, or not have a big funeral because, well, this guy has all these fancy clothing on him when they died. So they basically
everybody's equal when dying.
Yeah, so everyone wears the same exact outfit when they die in Judaism. So I mean, obviously, not comparing the same thing, but there is this idea where we want to make sure that we don't make people feel uncomfortable. And you have a huge yeshiva, which is our high school, of hundreds of boys, and I guess the teachers decided it was a union that we're going to
Jewish union.
They're going to stop us from expressing our individuality.
Maybe the union is Jewish. Continue.
Okay, what?
I don't know. But
so I think it's like a dress code, but the dress code is very strict. You can't wear, if we're in these Jewish high schools.
Because the pants, I don't get the pants. Because the pants are now they has to just be black, or pretty much close to black.
Basically, they decided they have to wear Sabbath clothes all day because we're supposed to be, when we're learning we're learning the Bible all day. We're supposed to be elevated and holy, which I get. So therefore, wear Saturday clothes all day. I think that's the idea behind it.
That's true, but they don't preach it like that. They pretty much just say you have to wear it, and because of that, it causes just a negativity.
Go upstairs and change.
Pretty much. That's how a lot of people perceive it, and that's why people get annoyed about it. I personally didn't mind. As you can see, I'm out of the system, the Jewish system.
I didn't care so much. I actually liked it.
I didn't really care.
You get white shirts, you get black pants, and you don't have to shop, and you don't have to worry
no,
about
but
it.
that's also true. But also, some people were like ride or die about like wearing their shorts. Or,
The
like,
second-
like, I have to the second
break.
the second there was like a break for a week from yeshiva. They instantly puts on like the shirt, and maybe they feel.
They walk around like right outside the door and be like, "Yo," and you'd be like, "Okay."
Oh, it's so weird.
You're like, yes, you're wearing a t-shirt.
You're wearing a
like,
t-shirt.
Congratulations.
They feel like very expressed, and maybe they do like feel expressed. I guess maybe we just don't feel like that. It's definitely.
I like wearing t-shirts.
We don't care too much. I don't. Maybe one day I will put on a t-shirt. I think nowadays there's one video of me on the internet on TikTok when I first started.
Wait, I think I know that one.
I don't know if you do. I mean, I had a few hundred followers. It was like after my first viral video, but I still less than 1,000 followers on my first ever account. And it's me. It's like a random duet. I'm not even speaking. I'm probably doing that cringe crap I used to do, and where I just nod my head. And I'm wearing like a gray t-shirt. There's one video of me online.
Really?
I deleted it less than an hour. I think got a couple hundred likes maybe.
Oh, but it's still up, you think?
I mean, I wasn't really known for the white shirt back then, but it still existed on the internet.
It exists.
If someone finds it, honestly, I don't even care. I honestly don't care too much if
It'd be like conspiracy, like you have one video. It's like he's not real. He's a faker.
Honestly,
he's not really Jewish.
Exactly. I'm gonna start. I think it'd be fun, honestly, if people found that. I'd just be impressed. Honestly, I'll give someone. I'll PayPal somebody $50 if they could find it.
I'm gonna find it.
Unironically, I was gonna say 100, but yeah, it's still Jewish. But I was thinking, if someone finds it, I'll give.
How do you know who gets it first? They have to DM you.
Literally, whoever DMs me first. I don't care if they stole it. Honestly, if they just find it and show it to me, I'll give it.
Race is on. Let's go.
Right now, I think going back to what we said before, the way that people express themselves now in the system, because now it's pretty. When I say system, I mean like Jewish high school and college. Because it's pretty much just white shirt, black pants.
And it's not every high school and college.
No, it is not. That is.
Oh no.
It is not at all.
It's just where we went.
Yeah, you could. You're welcome. Please come. We want. Okay, I know what I'm saying.
You want to do it? It's the real deal.
You know what you're going into. It's not like a surprise. And
like what?
At least for us, maybe some kid got thrown in there, but not that they should. He shouldn't be thrown in there. It's not how it works.
It's like, oh wow, like wait, that's really terrible. You can't have a white shirt. It's like, yeah, let's talk about the phones.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you don't even know.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. But now the way that people express themselves in the system is through their socks, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was gonna
say. Like, black pants, white shirt, but they don't... If you're... Like, you could have any sock you want,
No, they don't care.
much.
It's like they
don't care. As long as it's not, like... As long as you don't got, like, crazy characters on there and things like that.
I mean, inappropriate.
Like, if you don't got, like, Game of Thrones songs or something.
Yeah. No, it could be... Like Well,
if you had Mario socks, they'd probably...
No, they have to pretend like they don't know what it is, right?
Oh, that's also true. They have to pretend that they're, like, holy and they don't know what Mario is.
To, like, take off the socks, be like, why? Be like, because, you're like...
Why? It's just a dude on my sock.
It's just a dude on my sock. I found it at Walmart.
Exactly.
And then they'd be like, and you'd be like,
But all my friends, they'd have, like, pineapples on their socks and all these fruits. I always have black socks. I just don't care.
Yeah, I didn't care.
I literally don't care.
The cooler the kid, the cooler the socks. Everyone knows that.
Oh my god. The social hierarchy in high school is it exists in Jewish high school also.
It's just on a very funny level.
It's very funny because I'm lucky that I was pretty aware going into it, and also like I was lucky just friends with everybody, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think we grew up. We didn't grow up in the city, so we're very like we didn't care about.
We weren't judgmental. I think people from the city are a bit more judgmental. Maybe
they care about how they look. They care about. I mean, everyone cares how they look, but they really care about what people think. They really care about.
The school we went to was just kind of like a school. It wasn't like this big contest versus they're coming from these massive schools.
Yeah,
with like a real hierarchy. Like we had a couple hundred kids in our school.
Yeah,
these people had like a couple thousand. There's like the king of the king kid of that school.
Basically, the only kid who could shoot a 3-point shot.
Oh my god, kids actually are hella good at basketball there.
They're
really
because
good.
they have to fight to survive.
No, like when I see y'all underestimate like Jewish kids in these schools are crazy good at basketball.
There's every once in a while one sneaks through into like and like they almost make it.
Yeah,
it's like Jew almost makes.
You're like you're 5'6", bro. You're like they're talented. They're as talented as the guy that's 6'6", but they're not tall enough.
There is one from guy
Ryan Terrell
in the NBA, right? G League.
No, in the G League, Ryan Terrell. He's I'm a fan of him. He where'd he play at the Jewish college?
YU.
YU. He played at YU.
Yeah, YU. They're not as strict as. I don't think they're as strict as how we're describing our schooling.
Oh no, they're very. It's a lot more modern day, like modern Judaism.
Yeah, they're like a regular college.
It's a mixed. I'm pretty sure, right? Or is it?
Depends. I mean, they
like
have
like boys and girls.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess depends on the class. I don't think there's a policy against it. Like I don't know. I actually don't know.
But he was playing D3 college basketball, right? It wasn't D1.
Yeah.
But he dominated like crazy. He was like the best. I'm pretty sure he was like unanimous, like best there. And he wears yarmulke in every single game, and he's got like that.
Yeah, we like Jew.
And
yarmulke.
like he's got like a schnoz, and he's tall. So Larry Bird, that's pretty much how that's what everybody does. And they call him like. And whenever a Jewish guy starts getting big in basketball, they call him the Jewish Jordan. Well, it happened like 3 other times.
Yeah. First of all, there are Jewish people in the NBA. They're just not religious.
Yeah, not at all. This guy, he wears a yarmulke, and like on the Sabbath, he'll walk. He'll walk.
But he does play though.
He does play. He does play. So that's a little more like not as strict, but he'll walk to the games. He won't take a car there.
That's good. I mean, that's religious.
He keeps the Sabbath. I mean, I'm pretty sure he does fundamental religious stuff.
That's really the issue with sports is that we don't play. A lot of people don't play on Sabbath, so then like you can't play a ton of games. The only sport, I would guess the NFL because they play on Sunday, but you can't play Saturday games. I mean, whatever. People do get permission because it's not against the law per se, but it's also not something you're not supposed to work. You're not really supposed to do things like that.
Yeah, you got to be a more just modern style type of Jew if usually if you do that stuff.
But I was thinking
you can find loopholes. I mean, you could try, but it's a loophole after loophole.
No, you got to ask your rabbi.
You got to ask your rabbi, and he'll say yeah, probably. And
depends,
given your but we wouldn't do that.
I would think the only way would be someone has to be so good that, and let's say they're really religious like us, they have to be so good that. They would say, okay, you don't
have to be so good that they're making so much money that the rabbi's like, okay.
No, I was the opposite. See, you went the dark road.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was
just give your charity to me, We have to give 10% of everything we make to charity.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go. Continue.
I was gonna say that they're so good that the teams who draft them say, you don't have to play. That would be the only way I think a Jew could really make it.
I'll tell you something about that, but first I want to finish off just about Ryan Terrell. So he was the best in D3. And he applied for the draft. He didn't get drafted, and he got drafted by the G League, I think, in one of the rounds. Signed, I don't know. And I think he's playing fine there. I mean, he doesn't get like a crazy amount of minutes on there, but I think he shows up when he
plays. 5 months, like a Jewish news outlet like puts in an article like, look at this Jew. It's
actually, the NBA and the G League like will kind of like post him a bunch.
Yeah,
it's really good publicity. But then people get pissed because he's Jewish, so he's showing it, which is true. But he is also he's actually pretty good. But I do hope he makes it to the NBA. That'd be crazy. The only problem is, you can't play every game, and they submit. Yeah, it's hard.
And also, the high holidays for sure you can't play.
For sure, and he won't. He said he won't.
Well, I don't think. No, the NBA isn't. Did I miss something? No, the NBA.
It finished.
Yeah, so
the Nuggets won. No, random.
No, I'm so therefore wouldn't be an issue for the high holidays.
Yeah, I don't think.
When do they start again?
Basketball has like the smallest window. I feel. Like they go throughout the whole kind of like baseball.
Is November? So whatever. So
I think October.
So they can't play Passover and you can't play.
Yeah,
Shavuos.
It's true. It'll lower your draft stock because of it. You have to be really, really good.
Yeah.
Kind of like short people in the NFL.
I'm actually surprised. There was 2 religious players who were drafted with MLB, but the main issue coming back to it all is playing on Saturday, and specifically colleges play on Saturday. That's the problem with the NFL. The colleges only play on Saturday.
I was gonna. Do you know that kid?
You can't make it.
There's a kid that's
you could if you play. No, you could make it if you play, but a lot of religious people don't want to, and it's problematic because every sliding door, every electronic device on the field, it just gets so hard. So
because you have to wear the headsets and that whole thing. There's one kid, I think Saul something. I don't know.
I did hear of him.
Yeah, he's on the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's D1.
Yeah,
he's on the team. I think he's like 3rd string or something. So I don't even know if he actually plays, but he's on the team. And but every game is Saturday. So like what he wears a yarmulke like but every game Saturday.
Yeah,
so
I
really
think the issue is college. See, the MLB is, I think, besides for you don't play once or even twice a week, because Friday night it's always the games, Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a major issue, but I think the MLB is the biggest shot that a religious Jew, if they're that good, could actually make it.
It's also just like a Jewish sport for some reason. Jews were always
There's like a whole documentary about like Jews and baseball, by the way. Yeah, it's actually really interesting. Jews love it.
No, for some reason, baseball is just a very Jewish sport. We've been good at baseball.
It's
like,
Brooklyn.
that's our sport. We always have this thing that if your arm never got destroyed via...
He could have made it.
He could have... Maybe you could have played
We're too
college.
short.
I don't think that's true. You see these fat, short guys, and everyone, like, cheers for them, and he smacks it out. I mean, I don't think short's as much of a thing. Did you see that video I sent? The 5'6" running back in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Could have been me.
I'm
Not
saying
my shoulder.
That guy, he's shifty. His name's Deuce Vaughn. He's popping up in
But
preseason.
I don't think you think he's gonna actually play in the NFL.
I don't know. I mean, he's showing up. in preseason.
He might get a roster spot. They might put him out, but
I think he has a chance. They because the Cowboys specifically got rid of Ezekiel Elliott. We're getting into sports now, but the point is, I think he does have a starting chance.
it's possible.
I want him to break all the things, be one of the short guys that broke through, like these basketball dudes.
Usually these Jews just end up going to Israel and playing for the Israel League, right?
No, you're right though. I think the other Jewish Jordan, he was like ginger. I think he also went. Played in Israel.
The one who's like older,
like 10, 15 years ago.
Played with our uncle.
He had those glasses, rectangle glasses.
He played with our uncle, right?
Played with our uncle?
Yeah. The original guy?
Yeah, the original Jewish Jordan.
Yeah, he plays with our uncle, man.
There's a new Jewish Jordan every 10 years.
He was good. Apparently he was really good.
By the way...
But it just didn't work out.
It just didn't... Exactly. Didn't work out means it just weren't good enough, I think. Unless there's complications with Judaism.
It was probably... I think it was going to college and like just trying to find a good spot that would work.
It just didn't... Because Ryan Terrell, like, he only even got to the G League because he... just took over D3 college football and made himself look that good. He never played against D1 basketball. Like, he never played against D1 college.
No, I think that's how you have to do it, is you have to be the best of the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
But baseball, I definitely think it's possible. There's so many games that I think you could get away with not playing on Saturday.
Yeah, like Joey Votto.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, he doesn't...
Always on.
No, but he's just old, though.
Unfortunately. I'm saying there's a lot of players... I mean, you're getting paid millions of dollars who don't play. So, like, let the Jewish guy go up.
How come you can't throw anymore?
Me?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I may have dislocated both my shoulders.
Bro, how does that happen yet?
It's because I'm weak.
You don't want to explain how it happened?
Well, back in high school, I put on my fancy t-shirt because we were playing sports, and I'm allowed to wear a t-shirt when I play sports, and those guys who always hang out...
Wait, you're allowed to in your high school?
Yeah.
Oh, you can play. Oh, you can wear a T-shirt when you do
like,
fun stuff. You're allowed to wear a T-shirt.
Like I'm working out. Like you're working out all day. It's like yeah, I work out all day. It's like
oh my god,
all those guys like I really need to wear a T-shirt. It's like it's fine. You can wear a white shirt. Anyways, so I was wearing. We're sidetracked.
Basketball T-shirt.
No, not basketball. It's actually we're playing tackle football.
Oh, the first time. Okay.
Tackle football, and I was in really good shape back then.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you could tell.
Yeah. Okay.
I was in much better shape. I was working out every day.
No, you were. You got my inspirations, my initial inspirations.
My point is I was very strong. It was just so unfortunate. And it was literally the one day I'm like, we weren't playing for that long. It was maybe like 40 minutes. And I was like, I don't feel like stretching. Let's just go out there. And that was it. And
it's because he didn't stretch, you think?
I think so. The QB threw an interception, and I tried tackling. The pass was to me. It was a terrible throw. Not me. Terrible throw.
Okay.
Unfortunately, and the guy caught it. I say unfortunately because he caught it in the way I turned to tackle him. I did tackle him, but because we're playing on turf, I think his cleat was stuck and my cleat was stuck 2 different directions and just like popped on my shoulder.
And now I'm not allowed to play tackle football.
Well, actually, the rabbi in charge yelled at me pretty much. Well, he yelled at all of us because I was a good student. He was very upset that I got hurt. I had to leave, take care of it.
Surgery.
Well, that was later, but he was just upset because he always said you can't play tackle football.
Oh, and there you go.
And he was saying that's against Jewish law because you're actively injuring yourself, but I'm not going to get into the whole debate.
Okay. You see, we apply the law when we want to.
Yeah. He was just very upset because I could get injured in his high school. It's bad. And I basically had to... I didn't know what happened. My shoulder felt weird. And I even played the next play, but afterwards I'm like, something's wrong with my shoulder. I was like, "Oh, just shake it off. You're fine."
Oh God.
Just shake it off. Come on, man.
Rub some dirt in it.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I think like I can't put my arm down. Like first it was like I'm like I think like something's here. Turns out my shoulder was in my armpit.
No.
So it felt really weird, and we called the ambulance. There's actually an organization called Hatzalah. They're the Jewish ambulance, so I called them first because medical bills, and they're free. They're really great. And
Literally, they say like we have our own hospital and police officers, so we run everything. What actually happened was there just weren't enough actual people. Like it took so long for like cops and like hospital people to show up that we freaking made our own.
Yeah, because
the
Jewish community lives together.
Mm-hmm.
So why should we have? I guess the idea was, well, if you have paramedics in the community, let's just get everyone on a radio. If something happens, call them right away.
Because in Brooklyn, like it'll take like 15 minutes for these police officers to show up.
Yeah,
these guys will pull up in like a couple minutes.
Literally, sometimes seconds. They could be in the same synagogue, so they just know they run. So a lot of big Jewish communities have them. I don't think ours does.
We do not have one now. But we barely, I mean, the police come on time here, so.
Yeah, no, it depends on the community. And the guy was literally in the building. He was just a member of the unit. So he didn't know what to do because he wasn't sure what, he didn't want to do anything stupid. Because my shoulder popped in, not out. Anyways, ended up going to urgent care. They popped it back in. Yeah, it actually did not hurt.
It's interesting.
Even when I talked to doctors, like, it didn't hurt. The way I did not hurt. So ever since then, I played basketball, came out.
Yeah.
I dove off a diving board, it came out. And
any given moment, I remember just plop out. And then he just
tennis. Maybe tennis was my.
And the guy you played basketball against ended up becoming my teacher, and then he told me that he had to pop it back in for you.
Yeah, I taught a lot of people how to do it. I became.
It's like, no,
I
just
trained
push it in,
surgeons.
man.
I trained doctors.
Uh-huh.
Because the guy showed me how to do it because whatever he said in case it happens again. Anyway, it happened too many times that I had to get surgery eventually.
And now we can't be Major League Baseball
now
players.
I can't. There goes.
Well, I could have. I just got lazy.
There goes my career.
Well, but your other arm's also messed up.
Well, because.
No, explain it. I think it's a great.
No, you're making me do it because yeah.
I know exactly
when
why
I was younger and Svi was a very little kid.
I wasn't that little. Maybe I was 8, 9. I was 9, probably 10.
That's pretty little.
I wasn't 4.
I told Svi, because I was very confident. I was a stupid teenager, and I said...
Teenage Jew.
So I put him... We're ice skating. And he had, like... I guess, I don't know, the lines in the court. So I gave you, a one-line head start, and I said, I'm going to beat you. I give you too much of a head start... So you started going.
I don't know if it was a line or if you gave me just a few second head start.
Yeah, and you were like,
so I wasn't that slow.
So I'm like, I'm gonna totally beat you, and I did.
You didn't actually.
Wait, I didn't?
You did not. That's why it's so sad and like hilarious, and I laugh at you because of it. Because you're like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna give you a head start. I'm gonna win, and I'm running, and I win, and I turn around, and you're like on the ground. Well, were you on the ground?
So I saw I was going to lose, and I could never lose. Never lose. I don't know where that came from.
Father. Anyways, we love our father, and he's great.
Yeah. So I could never lose.
It sounds like we don't. We do.
No, we really do.
We do.
And we just have a can't-lose mentality. So
Exactly.
I went really fast, and I realized I know how to stop pretty well. I'm a pretty good skater, but not that well.
Not that
I was very nervous to short stop, which I could. I was nervous to do because I was going really fast. So I figured I would try to, slow myself down by going on my knee.
Oh.
Kind of like bending down.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like bending down slowly onto the ice, which I've done a million times. Because I was going so fast, my skate slipped. I ended up falling forward, and then my arm slipped. And I ended up just falling on my face. I didn't hurt myself, but I hurt my shoulder, and it didn't come out.
Uh-huh.
But it really, really hurt. And I felt like when I dislocated my other one.
Uh-huh.
It never came out, but I still have to go to a doctor.
Yeah.
I haven't taken care of it, but I think I tore, I think it's the labrum. I'm pretty sure I did because then I was playing tennis a bunch of years later, and I was just serving a shot, and it popped right out. And I was like...
Not this again, because you already got surgery for your other arm.
Yeah, I'm like... And I told the doctor that I got surgery.
Mm-hmm.
When I was getting surgery, I said, hey, can you get this one checked out? He said, I'm not doing both at the same time, because you're going to walk around like this. I'm like, fine. But then I got married, and now I don't have time.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
So now I just can't
What?
do anything exciting.
You know what's crazy? I won that race, and you lost. And you got nothing from that at all.
Nobody cares.
We didn't have to do it at all. And now we can't
now
we can't do hockey.
That wasn't like playing a fun game. I was just trying to beat you. And
You're trying to beat a 9-year-old in a race on ice. You lost to the 9-year-old regardless of a head start. You should have won. And you lost, and you hurt your arm, and... Was it your throwing arm?
Yeah. there goes my baseball career.
How you were? I mean, you know, our uncle actually, he was really good. That's not specific, and I don't want to say his name.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's okay.
No, they were. I think they were like really, really good. He explained like whatever. I don't want to give the distance because then I'll get docked. But
are they gonna want to show up to your Saturday meal?
Okay. Yes, Yitz, because you're gonna steal all the food. Also, wait, there's one more thing I want to add before I didn't get to finish the white shirt point.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It stemmed all the way from that. But so now, going all the way back there, it became a thing to wear the white shirt. So I wore the white shirt through the system. Like through college and
factory,
and during college, Jewish college, that's when I started doing like TikTok and posting on social media.
Wow, they're really accommodating for you.
And you know I'll get to how they accommodated me in a second. Oh my, it'll be great. And I always wore my white shirt because that was the uniform, and so in all my videos I'm wearing it, and I left it and I just didn't really stop wearing it because I like the Jewish aspect of it. I also just don't mind wearing it. It's also very easy to not have to think about, whatever. And now people also like it. Like, it's also like a thing. And I don't really care to... I feel like I look better in them. Like, whenever I wear a t-shirt, it just doesn't feel... Maybe now I'd probably look better in them, to be honest. Because I'm extremely ripped and muscular.
You're saying you're the example of a perfect body.
I'll tell you this, 15 more pounds. I say this every 6 months. I say this, 15 more pounds.
Wait, the summer's almost over, and you said you're gonna have a six-pack.
I have like a couple slightly visible abs.
The way you said it tells me you're lying.
No, but before there wasn't anything. Like now, I know there's hope. There's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
You're never gonna see it. The more you go, the farther it goes.
It's like this longest thing in our family that it's just impossible for us to get six packs no matter how.
Allegedly, our uncle got one.
Allegedly. But, like, was there any muscle with that?
I think so.
Like, I'm going to have...
He said he did, like, 1,000,000 six-packs
I'm saying, like...
Sorry, sit-ups.
Well, that's not going to do anything. It's all about just losing weight. That's really what it is.
And you have to build the muscle.
You have to build it, but it builds in a couple weeks. It's very easy to build that muscle.
Oh, yeah? If it's that easy, then where is it?
I have it. It's just under the fat. I need to cut... I'm serious. I need to cut... You could feel it, and it will be, like, you could feel the crevices.
Why don't you get one of those, like, surgeries?
Like Liver King? Whatever happened? You know Liver King?
Yeah.
What? He disappeared.
Actually, I literally saw a video of him the other day.
I think I also
did. He
did.
didn't like milk and like right. He like resurfaced.
Still doing it.
He's like old.
I lied about doing steroids. It's been 6 months, so I'm gonna keep on eating. Testicles.
He looked really old.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It looks gray.
It's probably all those steroids.
No,
kids nowadays.
It's bad.
No, it does. Kids nowadays are like on it.
It's crazy.
I see these YouTubers going on about like these gymfluencers is what they're called,
and they're like, if you actually take the prescribed amount, then it's totally fine. No,
but I thought he was like 28, 32. He was like 21.
No, it's very
sad. He looked aged. These guys are pumping themselves with testosterone and TRT. Wait, that's testosterone.
Yeah.
With Tren. I mean, is that... Okay, I didn't look too much into it.
No, it's testosterone replacement therapy. TRT.
Okay, TRT, yeah, and just, all the... I'm not going to get into it. The point is, yeah, they're pumping themselves with it, and then, like, they go on social media, and they lie about that they're doing it. Some are very open about it, and, like, it's a good thing. Some just completely lie about it. Right now, there's, like, a community, because working out became... gym influence and working out has blown up even more the past few years because of TikTok, social media, and so now there's this whole young group of young kids that are like, I'm going to go to gym, we go gym, that's the new shtick now. But there's a new thing called, the word for it is gym cell. Because, like, incels when you don't go outside and you're in your basement all day.
That's funny.
But gym cells are, like, all they talk about is the gym, but, like, they don't even know what they're doing, and they're low-key hella awkward. Like,
That's
they're crazy awkward. They're, like, turning around the gym. They're, like, repping, like, curls, but they're, like, shaky.
Those ripped nerdy guys?
Yeah, they're just, like awkward. Like, congratulations. Like, you're jacked and, like, depressed and weird. Like... I'm saying a specific group of people.
It's really sad.
It's all they think about, and they're obsessed about it, and they'll be toxic to you if you don't go to the gym. And
it's fine. You could be obsessed with working out. The steroids really upset me. Whatever. You could upset me. Kids don't know how dangerous it is, and they see adults doing it, and adults claim it's safe. And maybe I'm not gonna say it's. I don't know enough about it, but maybe it could be safe. Could be, but. From what we know about it, how dangerous it is, especially when people abuse it, which they do.
Yeah. No, the problem.
Literally, it's like it kills them.
The problem is exercise science is a very new science, right? 10 years ago, and then like from the 80s, everything shifted completely. The amount of steroids that has been taken and all of that stuff. Like I think Arnold, right? You know Arnold?
Like Schwarzenegger?
Yeah. He only took. Like, he barely took any steroids, and he got to that point. Or maybe he blasted everything.
Well, people take all these different other supplements, which really are steroids in a way, and they say, well, it's not really steroids, it's fine, but it's still affecting them.
The point
I'm
is...
not saying it's probably a little bit better, but still, it could be dangerous. Like, people don't know.
The thing, like, they have... The smart people, they track themselves, and they do the proper amounts, and they're being very exact, and they're trying. But here's the thing. So, someone passed away recently. I forgot his name.
Oh, the working out. This guy, yeah.
Yeah, no,
young kid.
Influencer, he looked great. He had a crazy physique, perfect, and he was on about everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, he wasn't crazy. He was exact, but everything. He was very careful about it. I mean, this stuff happens.
Well, was it?
He got cardiac arrest, I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, you can't say it's because of the drugs.
That is true. You can't say it's because of the drugs, but there's a pattern, and like even if you are careful about it, like I think they know that though. These people that use steroids are very much into it's my life and I want to do the most with it and. I don't know.
I want to go back about your privilege in high school. You're making TikToks.
Oh yeah.
In our very strict
in the system.
Yeah,
my high school was very strict. And
not as strict.
Huh?
No, the high school was. Yeah.
My high school was very strict, and I had a little YouTube channel during then. I won't get too much into it, but that's where I first started doing YouTube. From the first year, I was doing it throughout the entire thing. We both did like regular high school and Jewish high school. Not that Jewish isn't regular. But, like math, science, all that stuff. That wasn't at our high school. It was just Jewish studies. So we did high school during the day, like regular high school, and then we spent majority of the day at the Jewish high school.
No, at night we did.
For me, it was nighttime. That's when you did high school. For me, I'd come home in the middle of the day, and then I'd go back. But we both slept in the dorm.
Why are Jews really high achievers? I don't know. I did high school twice.
Yeah, literally, it's like... It's like, yeah,
in the same year.
We did high school in 3 years. I graduated high school when I was 16.
But we doubled it.
I sound like the genius when I say that.
Full day of Jewish studies, and then night
Then high school?
At night.
Yeah. And,
from like 7 to 10.
So when I had extra time, because I low-key figured out my way to cheat through it, we'll get to that another time. Well,
allegedly, he has his diploma, everything's legit.
Listen, you could cheat, but there's some things you just can't cheat around that you have to do.
You gotta write the papers.
Exactly, and I happen to be really good.
If they had OpenAI.
Oh my gosh! If ChatGPT existed, oh my gosh! But I think they're starting to cover it a bit.
Anyways, go back to your channel.
But I started my channel. My first channel was just a gaming channel during then, and I did that whenever I had extra time from the high school.
At home though.
At home. So I was doing my Jewish high school, then I was doing the English high school, and then I was doing my YouTube channel. And I did it.
He was doing Jewish high school-ish, and then he was doing his YouTube channel, and then tiny bit of regular.
Pretty much, yeah. I learned how to do high school I learned the system, and I
not a high bar apparently.
Okay, well, guess what? I never got lower than a B in any of my classes, and
like I said, not a high bar.
Hey, that's pretty good.
No, you did fine. I said the system.
Oh yeah. No, the high school. So it was online school. So it's just That, to be more specific, it was online school, and. The third year, I was like, I kind of gave up on the channel. I said, screw this. I want to put my face out there. It's time that the Jew boy takes over. I'm gonna wear my white shirt. I'll be proud about it. And I started my TikTok at the end of Jewish high school is 3 years, not 4 years. That's why we did English high school in 3 years. So I started it pretty much at the end of the third year of high school, which it was pretty much Corona then. So. We kind of missed some of the year anyways. And because of Corona, I graduated high school because my math exam was the only exam that I failed in all those years. Like, you had to go to a building to take it.
Like the state exam.
The state exam. You have to go to a special building to take it so you don't cheat. That was the only one I ever failed because you truly you can't guess in math. You can't do process of elimination in math. It's type the numbers. So I'm like, okay. I somehow passed the science one by 2 questions. Just general knowledge. Literally. And... But then COVID came. They were like, "Yeah, just screw it. You got it." And I was like, "Yeah, COVID's why I graduated." But rest in peace to all of the people.
No,
it's terrible. But I graduated because of it, so that's cool. And I started doing TikTok, and then I went to, I started getting sub publicity. I think my account had like 80,000 followers.
Yeah, so we're like, "Oh, he made it."
Yeah, he made it. I was making no money from it still, and But then I had to figure out which Jewish college to go to, and they're still pretty strict. And I was scared like people would know my TikTok.
They're strict. They don't allow internet access. Really,
you're not supposed. We probably should have said that before. You're not allowed to have smartphones in the Jewish system. In the ones we went to.
And forget about computers.
So, so I was doing this all under the wrap. By the way, I told our principal like a few weeks ago. Oh, by the way, I was doing this social media crap during that entire thing, and he was like, "What?" Yeah. But I went home, so it was very easy to sneak. So during college, I found a college that was a more lenient college, and they let you have your smartphone for like certain parts of the day. So that some people are going to hear this and think we're like trapped in like this thing. But guess what? I was posting TikToks. So screw you.
It's a choice, and
obviously it's a choice.
Let's say a lot of people still have them. It's just
people sneak them. Like people definitely sneak them.
And some people want to be involved. They want to not have it, the distraction. They just want to learn.
That's also true.
Sometimes it's kind of nice.
It was actually. It was nice knowing that I didn't have to like look at my phone every 2 seconds, and a part of me kind of misses that because now I'm obsessed. But especially because it's what I do. So the first year, like I was hot, like my friends and people around me eventually figured out I had TikTok, and because it's also growing. My principal sort of knew, but then he sort of didn't. It was whatever. But he was a pretty chill guy, and like halfway through the year, we were going to Ukraine before the war happened. Oh, I'm gonna get up to.
Oh man,
yeah, it'll be
another
funny.
time.
No, so before the war happened, this is a year before it happened. So the school visits Ukraine every year. We visit graveyards because we do that stuff, and
Jews.
prayers. And the thing is, it was a week and a half trip, and he was saying like, we don't want you to bring your smartphones because it'll take away from the trip, which is true. If it's an emergency, then fine. And also, there's not even service there; you'd have to like pay for it. But I pretty much said
Didn't have Starlink then.
They didn't actually. No, that was the year. That was when Elon Musk came a year later.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, during the war. And what was I saying?
So you didn't have your smartphone on the trip.
So I was gonna not have it, but I can't go a week and a half without posting on TikTok. So
you gotta make some TikToks in Ukraine.
I had like 300K. I mean, there's an audience, and that's when I was starting to blow up a bit. And I went over to my principal, and I was like, so, like, this is low-key, are you aware that I kind of do this TikTok thing? Because, like, his brother was actually in the school. He was the principal. And he was like, yeah, kind of. And I pretty much said, I low-key, like, make money from this. And I was very trustworthy. I always followed the schedule, and I wasn't, like, I never broke the rules. So he let me bring it from the trip, and eventually, because of that, he just let me hold on to it throughout the whole day. Because I showed up to all my classes. I never slept in. I was really on top of everything. So because of that, I was able to get my phone. Then coming back the next year, I'm sorry this is long, coming back the next year, like I wanted to start getting into YouTube, and I was kind of sick of what I was doing, and I had a whole conversation with him to let him bring my computer down. Let him bring my gaming computer down so I could stream, so I could upload YouTube videos, and if I could buy my own Wi-Fi and plug it into my thing. In the Jewish education system, that is
crazy.
That is taboo to taboo. That is like, how could this happen? I somehow finagled my way.
We're not hating on the school, by the way.
It was a great school.
No, it's nothing to do. It's very, very specific situation.
That's true. It was also a very specific school, and they're lean to letting that. But
saying, like,
it was also the beginning of the school, so they weren't as lean back then.
I'm saying they didn't lower their standards.
No.
You didn't get them at that point. You didn't like.
What do you mean?
You didn't like. It's not like you manipulated them.
No. It was like, well, maybe in the beginning. But he's smart. He knew what was going on. And I was trustworthy, and as long as I showed up and did what I was supposed to do, it was fine. And so, like, I come, like, a month later when the school starts, like, it's like this religious Jewish school. I come with my PC and, like, my computer. I set it up. I got my own room to do it. He let me have my own room. And a week later, I pay this, like, the Wi-Fi people to come down.
Like coming with a ladder.
This guy, like, we're praying in the morning in the synagogue, and this guy with a massive ladder, the cable guy, he walks and he's like, I'm here for the Wi-Fi, and the rabbi's like, what? And I'm like, oh, that's my guy. And I, like, show him around. He's like, not like, climbs on the roof and puts the wire directly straight into my room. And
I can't believe you hooked that up.
Right? I'm surprised. I was a good guy. I don't know what else to say.
No, that you're actually able to, like, navigate the world and do that.
Oh, thank you. I'm very savvy, and
because you have to put it in the building in like a room in a building, like whatever.
Yeah, and people, you could turn that. It was directly into my computer. It was Ethernet. I could technically have made it Wi-Fi and then let other kids use Wi-Fi, but that's against the rules. And people thought I wouldn't do it because it's against the rules, because if you have a phone that doesn't have like service, you could like use my Wi-Fi during the night and stay up late. But I just didn't let them use it because it was my Wi-Fi, and they're gonna slow down my internet. That was the reason I didn't let them freaking use it. I need to stream on there. Point is, I was able to hook up the whole thing, and that's how I was able to do all my crap during the Jewish system, which I don't think's been. I mean, you had something similar with your PlayStation, sort of.
Well, I don't want to get into that.
You don't want to get into it? Okay, fine.
Another time.
Okay. Point is,
it may or may not have happened, but it was a little different. It was later. It was more,
you were older.
It was also in a school that wasn't strict about it.
It's true. The older you get, like, they're more chill. I was still pretty young though, so I finagled my way.
No, my program was right. It was for older. It was like for people at the end, and it really wasn't for. It was after college. It was like after it, so it was a little bit different.
One more thing before, unless you have something else you wanted to.
Well, you could talk about it. I just want to see if Trump has a mugshot.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that we were talking about like Mario socks before, but the voice actor of Mario, he's retired. The guy that did every single woohoo, like that guy from the first Mario till now, every Mario game, he's voiced every single Mario character.
Are they gonna like switch and be like woohoo?
Literally like woohoo, like woohoo, woohoo, like he like messes it up. This guy stinks, you know. And he retired. He's really old. He did every single game. That's like my childhood. Honestly, he probably has the most famous voice in the world. Now that I think about it,
that's crazy.
If you think about it, he probably has the most famous voice in the world.
I thought it was like for sure just like
they could probably maybe they are using AI.
Yeah, maybe they will.
But what was crazy, and it got me emotional when I saw the TikTok of it.
Oh god.
He voiced the father. He voiced Mario's father in the Mario movie. I don't know if you saw the Mario movie. In the Mario movie, he like Loki has like a family and he's a plumber and it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And he voices the father. I never knew that. So like someone made like a sad edit with like the father saying like I'm so proud. Instead I was like damn, it was 3 a.m. and I got emotional from Mario. No, but he retired and low key respect to that man. He freaking raised many people. Okay, yeah. Before we end, let's see if Trump posted the mugshot. That'd be very interesting because I want to see that.
Okay, we're gonna have. Okay, now I have to
just type Trump. If you type Trump, it'll probably appear. Okay, let's have a race. Honestly, this was the fake one going around.
No, I'm gonna show the real one.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you positive? What's that from?
Twitter, and this is it.
Wait, let me go. I need to see this.
This is Twitter, and I saw it 5 times.
Anything else you want to say?
No, that's it.
This was low key like I like this. This was a nice intellectual.
You know, we haven't seen each other in a few days.
It's been a few days. No, it's good. Weekly.
It's so nice catching.
It's don't touch me. Yeah, this was good. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure to download on Spotify, not Apple, because I didn't figure that out yet. I still don't even know how Spotify barely works.
iPhones used to be trash. Wait, am I allowed to say that?
Huh? No, Android's low-key evolving. Point is, yeah, download Spotify.
New iPhones are good, though.
Yeah, watch the old episodes, comment something. Maybe we'll look at it, read on the episode. Smash like, subscribe. Goodbye.